Ladies and gentlemen, the good thing with history is that it cannot be changed. It cannot be altered. Historical facts will remain facts. And this is why today I want to talk about the Moroccan crisis and how it is relevant to Kenyan history and African history in general. The first Moroccan crisis, also known as Tagra crisis, occurred in 1905 and 1906. If you go down memory lane, those are so many years. 1905, 1906, majority of Africans are dead who are living in that time. And this is a crisis that wanted to come out clearly where was the status of Morocco, because the Germans were challenging the France. Each of the powers wanted Morocco to remain its territory. And in 1905, the Germans arrived in Morocco, and for sure they challenged the France, clearly wanting Morocco to be declared as their territory. And this is one major cause of the First World War. For those of you who have studied the history of the world, you realize the Moroccan crisis was one of the causes of the First World War. In 1911, there was a continued struggle for power to control Morocco. And what we saw is that the military powers in Europe, especially between Germany and France, was on another level. They wanted to ensure that they have controlled Morocco. You know, Morocco, by the way, is the gateway to Europe. And that is why there was a lot of tension in Europe. France and Britain were also involved in this. And it is against this background that France and Britain became so close and became allies, and they were to face the German. And today, history is repeating itself. Today, we saw Morocco versus Spain in the First World, in the, what I call, what is this? What is this that is happening? That is, Kombe la Dunia. Yeah, Kombe la Dunia. I'm getting it. I'm losing it, by the way. You know, it is getting it. So kile ambacho kinatokea ni kwamba tunaona ya kwamba hili Kombe la Dunia ni kombe ambalo limeleta mawazo mengi sana. Ni kombe ambalo limezua mambo mengi ya kihistoria. You can hear even the poor callings, by the way. The Morocco and Spain, in which case we saw Morocco winning the game and going to the quarterfinals. That's what I'm saying. History is repeating itself. The Spaniards were butchered. They lost the game in a penalty shootout. 3 of the penalties were saved by Africans. And the Spanish lost the game. They have to go home. Kwaherini wa Hispania. Nendeni vizuri na mkifika msalimie watu wenu. But what is important, other than the World Cup, I want us to look at the lessons that we can learn today from the way Morocco was able to beat wamepigwa, wamecherazwa kabisa Maspani. The Spain have been beaten completely, and they cannot be able to raise their hands wherever Morocco is. The first lesson I want us to draw from this football match, where an African team was able to beat a European nation, the first thing is that Africans are capable of doing many things. Africans are powerful. Africans are gifted. Africa can make it. Africa does not need Europe. Africa does not need America. Africa does not need China to prosper. If Morocco can do it, Kenya can do it. If Morocco could do it, Africa could do it. The other lesson that I want us to draw from this is that Africans are people who are very much talented. They are full of talents. And what there is that the white man has always been trying to portray an African man as backward. But when you look at what the kind of skills that were displayed in that stadium was on another level. Lakini mzungu amekuja hapa Afrika na amekuwa akijaribu, he has been trying to show Africans as beggars. He has been trying to show Africans as people who are uncouth, people who cannot be able to do anything, people who cannot be able to achieve their missions, who can be able to score goals, economic goals, political goals, and so many things. For sure, for those of you who have not interacted with the Europeans, the white man thinks an African is an ape. The white man thinks that an African man does not wear a pair of trousers. He thinks that an African lives on trees. They think that every African is suffering from HIV. Most white people believe that Africa is in Nigeria and believe that Kenya is in Nairobi. This is the madness that you see with the white man. So let us learn the lessons from today's World Cup. Let us learn the lesson from Morocco. And the other thing is that with the support, because for sure Africa got talents, by the way, with the kind of support, without discrimination, without the kind of corruption that we see in Africa, Africa can go very far away. Without calabash, without this kind of discrimination, without this kind of racism, without kind of these issues of rigging elections like it happened in Kenya, Africa can go very far away. And Africans need to do away with the white people. Africa can go very, very far away. Africa need to be very proud of themselves. Africans should know that the white man is a dangerous offspring. It's a dangerous biological agent that aims at discriminating and eliminating the Africans. I think the moment the Africans realize this, the better for Africa, the better for us, the better for everybody. And again, it is also important to know that anything is possible in this world. History, I've said, is a very good teacher. History does not change. Like now, for instance, history cannot change the fact that William Samoei Ruto has never fought for anything in this country. History will never change the fact that Raila is the father of devolution. Raila is the father of democracy, together with other peoples like Charles Rubia, Kenneth Matiba, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, Raila Odinga, and James Orego, Anyang' Nyong'o, Gitare, and many other people. Those are historical facts. Historical facts cannot be changed. Again, something they cannot change about history is that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta meant well for this country. Another fact we cannot change about history is that without the laws, the Kenyattas will never have seen the presidency of this country. Without the support of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, Jomo Kenyatta would have never been the president of this country. Without the support of Raila Amolo Odinga, Mwai Kibaki would never have seen the state, the four walls of State House. Again, without Raila Amolo Odinga, no Kikuyu was there to save Kibaki after the accident when they were coming from the Machakos. Again, it is a historical fact that Raila has been rigged out of 4 elections in this country. It's a historical fact. It is also a historical fact that Kenya is fast sliding into what was Moi's leadership. We are losing the democracy that was first fought for by the second liberators of this country. It is a historical fact that Raila Amolo Odinga should have been the fifth president of this country, but it was rigged out by the Western nations, led by Americans, the Germans, United Kingdom, Canada. These are the countries that rigged out Raila Amolo Odinga. And history, I've said, cannot be changed. History is a good teacher. History will prove this right. One day, when the country's history is written, it will have a very big chapter of Raila Amolo Odinga, the man who carried shoulder high the aspirations and the dreams of our forefathers. This is Races Command TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. Kindly, I will ask you one thing. Give this video a thumbs up and kindly subscribe to Races Command 2 because that is where we are. Till next time, enjoy your evening. Bye-bye.